Hello. Welcome back to my channel. I was unsure if I wanted to make a video on today's topic, but after seeing it so many times on my For You page, I decided I wanted to give my 2 cents on the situation. If you have not heard, there's a creator by the name of Ora Hardesty who went on TikTok to ask for money to help move to a new apartment. And so we're going to talk about that situation today and whether or not people should be begging for money on TikTok. Not so much whether or not people should be giving money, because people can use their money however they want to. I am going to let you watch her videos first so you will have context if you have not seen this story before I give my 2 cents, and then we will hear from some other content creators about the situation and others who have also done this on the platform.
There's one video of mine that needs to do well, it's this one. This is the first month I won't be able to afford rent. I'm not a rich person. I don't have a lot of stuff. I have basic household necessities, a couch, a bed, washer, a dryer. That's about it. A car. I don't have a lot of lavish things. I don't go on vacations, and I don't spend a lot. Rent's increased from $1,300 to $1,800. The food prices are too high. I've cut back on eating because I literally cannot afford food. I've cut back on my favorite snacks, cat food, treats. I'm exhausted all the time for being overworked and underpaid. You don't catch a break when you grow up poor. I don't need much to be happy. I just want to be able to live comfortable. I just really need to catch a break right now. I'm trying so hard and I feel like I'm not doing enough. I don't have family. I don't have anything to fall back on. I just need one video to blow up and it could be life-changing for me. There's one video.
They're starting to get spicy because I'm running out of food. She's so cute. I put my old cat tree out here for them and they love it. Hi, Tux. He's a good boy. This one, he needs to be adopted. He's like 7 years old. He's starting to turn gray right here. He's so sweet. That is our food. I know you guys are super hungry, so I have to ration it. Here you go. And there's Junkie. There's a new cat around too. This is the whole colony at the apartment complex. Hi, Muffin. Okay. Alright. Oh my god, what are you doing? Skelly, sweet and spicy, white paws, Skibbity, Xenu. There's Tux over there. There's Xenu. Cats are starting to eat.
A lot of people have misconceptions about me. I grew up in a 2-bedroom trailer with a single parent, my mom. My dad was not in my life. He did not pay her child support. She had 5 girls from a very small town. Trigger warning right here. She died tragically and very suddenly when I was 15 when I came home from school. I always wondered what it would be like to have a father, or to even have a normal family. And I should mention I'm 30 years old. Not have a support system, any guidance to guide me through life. I had to figure it out on my own. Of some sort, luckily I had a few good people who directed me into college, and I got my video production degree, putting me in debt. I know who my dad is, never had communication with him. Trigger warning, my sperm donor, my mom used to call him, was an alcoholic who beat my mom. A few years ago, he passed away from heart failure. My siblings and I had to decide whether or not to pull the plug on him because he was brain dead. It was the last thing I needed, and that was traumatic in itself. So, just deciding someone's life like that, but even though he wasn't in my life, it's just a very difficult situation. Wish I had $5,000 in allowance, but I grew up dirt poor and I didn't get an inheritance. So I learned to work hard and save my money to get to this point. I budget so hard to get here. My husband was working at Walmart. I was working as a caretaker. When we met after 3 years together, he decided to rejoin the Army and go active. He was in reserve. Decided, hey, this might be the best decision for us because we are struggling, we're poor, and it was the best decision. But now it's the second you stop working, it gets taken away. We just try to make the most out of the situations that I am in, and that's all I can do. I think a lot of people have. So I need to come up with $4,000 by April 20th in order to secure a cheaper apartment that I'm looking into. They want $250 per cat for a pet deposit. Why do I have 3 cats? $120 for the application fee already. I saw someone else do this on TikTok with their student debt. She went live and everybody donated roses and she was able to pay off $20,000 in student debt. I think 1 rose counts as $1, so if I get 4,000 roses, I can move into my apartment. That is more affordable. Do I think this is gonna work? Absolutely not. But am I going to try it? Yeah, because I'm out of ideas. So if you see me go live, that's what's going on. Come and hang out in the chat. You don't have to donate, but that's where I'll be all day. We'll see how this goes. It's gonna be an interesting experiment, but it's worth a shot, I guess. I'll see you guys there. So I need. The original contract that we had when we first moved in 2020, it was $1,100 actually. Here's the amount, $1,100. There's the date up there. Here's the renewal for $1,750 in 2024. Here's the amount. Here's the $50 for water fee and the date up here. I was looking up the average price for apartments in my area, and this is what Zillow gave me. And then Rent Meter gave me this average of $1,260. Rent Cafe gave me this average of $1,226 for 941 square feet. Our square footage is 1,132. This was posted in 2023, so the average in this area is probably roughly $1,500 for a 2-bedroom. In Georgia, currently, there is no rent control ordinances in effect. It says they're currently working on passing a law to allow Georgia cities to implement annual rent caps. Do I think it's wrong that landlords have the power to increase rent to whatever price they want? Yes, but also they're a business, so I understand that. But I do think it's really greedy and it looks really bad, and people are going to move out when they already own half the town, like my landlord does. I have already started the process of applying to different apartments. My lease agreement ends in April, so I should be out of here by then. And then on top of it, I'm gonna have to find a new job because I'm relocating, and you see me posting all these TikTok shop videos. They are gifted collaborations, and I'm sorry, just ignore them. I don't make much on there, but it helps. It's really getting hard for us all to exist in a nation that was built on a system designed to perpetuate labor. Anyways, that's where I'm at, and hopefully everything goes smooth. Millennials can't afford to buy houses. We got told if you went to school and you got a good job and you graduated, that you would be able to buy your dream home. We were sold this unachievable dream that if you work hard, that you get what you want. And it seems like no matter how many hours you put in, you're getting nowhere. On top of that, we have student loan debt that we need to pay off. Can't afford a house. We're in debt. The pandemic hit and inflation and food prices increased. Everything is more expensive, but the wages are the same. Forget about health insurance. We can't afford that. We're basically working like we're in 2015, but we can't afford McDonald's now. Boomers had it easy. They could afford a house. And now those 1960 houses are triple the price. Gen X doesn't care. They're like, it is what it is. Work harder. Gen Z doesn't know what's going on with us. And us millennials are the only generation left that cares about the future generations. But we're constantly getting told that we're spending too much on Starbucks, even though they're shopping at Temu. Even though we have 2 jobs, the government doesn't care about us. You want a work-life balance? Not possible. Millennials and Gen Z are going to inherit a system that is broken, and we're going to have to replace it all. And that's why it's important to vote for younger candidates that are in our generation that actually care about what's happening. Because the old white men sitting in the White House don't care about us. So we have to care. Millennials can't afford to.
It's officially allergy season in Georgia, and here we don't get a little bit of pollen, we get layers of it on our car. This air purifier has different modes. You can set it to low, medium, or high fan. My husband and the cats both have pretty bad allergies. You can set this for 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, put it on night mode, and you can use it as a night light with the built-in light function. It's really gonna enhance. Our apartment burners suck. They don't get hot enough to brown our food properly.
You guys were all saying in my last video that I needed a bigger backpack for my cat.
Today is the day of my interview. I finally received a callback after putting in 100 applications in the last 2 months. Maybe I should have put in more, but I've applied for so many different roles, so many different jobs, servers, waitress, retail, Walmart. Nobody is calling me back. I don't know what's going on. It used to be so easy to find a job back like 5 years ago. When I got out of college, I could get so many different job offers. So I'm gonna have to take this very low paying job in the meantime. This is not sustainable income. Like, my interview is in 15 minutes. I'll let you guys know how it goes. It's in a career that I've done before. If they don't hire me, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with the system because I have all the qualifications. I've worked in this industry for years, and I don't know. If they don't hire me, I'm gonna freak out. If you guys know anybody who's hiring, let me know, or where I should apply to. I've applied to airlines, Amazon, you name it, I've done it. All right, here we go. Thank you guys for all the roses. Thank you guys. Thank you, Double Trouble, for the galaxy. Oh my god, thank you guys for all the big gifts. Monic, thank you. Everybody, thank you so much. Hand hearts. Thank you for all the gifts that I don't see. Thank you for those, all the galaxies and all the gifts that I don't see. Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna have to plug you guys in somewhere else. I can't. Where can I plug you guys in? I guess I can unplug it for a second. Keep you guys unplugged for a little bit. So, gotta get my supplies. My supplies. Go. Dustpan, that's what it's called.
I've been in the Creator Fund for 6 months now, and here's how much I made. I made 82 cents. To qualify for the Beta Creator Program, you need to meet these qualifications, have 10,000 followers, 100,000 valid video views in the last 30 days. Once you're in the program, in order for your video to qualify and earn anything, it needs to meet these qualifications. At least 1,000 views from the For You feed. Views from your followers don't count. So it's important for your followers to like, comment, and engage in your videos. Views with dislikes are not considered. Multiple views from the same person or account are not counted. It's only one unique view. Ads, paid promotions, and sponsored content do not qualify for rewards, so if it's a TikTok shop video, will not qualify to earn anything on your video. And only views from the For You feed are considered. So again, in order to boost your content out into the algorithm, engagement from your followers is super important. The amount of rewards creators can receive every 1,000 views based on several factors. Here's my account now after you guys made my video go viral. I'm beyond grateful. My husband was stunned at how much I received off of TikTok. He knows I've been working hard on it. Here's exactly how much I made off of that video. TikTok is not my full-time job. I have a regular 9 to 5. On top of being in the Creator Fund, I'm also a TikTok shop creator and Amazon affiliate, so I do get commission if you guys click on my links. This is something I do to earn a little bit of extra money on the side. I haven't earned much on there either. I am gifted almost everything, aside from the products that I already purchased on my own. I'm here to be open and honest about everything on here and help everyone succeed. There is no gatekeeping here. So if you guys want to know more about that, let me know in the comments. And thanks again for having this huge impact on my life. I've been the long-awaited update video. Just to remind you guys, I went live on TikTok to see if I could make enough roses in order to pay off my apartment fees, my deposit, my pet deposit. It totaled out to $4,000. So I did go live for 11 hours on the day that I posted that video, and I sat here. I appreciate everyone who sent me a rose or a TikTok gift or was in my video liking it, engaging, and I did reach my goal thanks to you guys. I did not think it was possible. Then you guys blew up my followers, so now I have this new following that I'm not used to. I'm not accustomed to this. A lot of you guys were commenting, get a job. I already work 2 jobs. I'm a housekeeper and a videographer. I come home, make videos after an 8-hour shift, cleaning all day at the hotel, trying to make TikTok shop work, but I made like $5 on there. Those are all gifted collaborations, so I'm not spending any money. It may look like it on my feed, but I'm not spending anything on those TikTok shop videos. Also, a weird comment that I got was you guys said that I wasn't saying debt right. So apparently you say it without the B. So it's debt. I'm really gonna have to get used to saying that way. But really, thank you guys so much. You guys have impacted my life so much. I'm forever grateful.
As you just saw, Ora came onto the platform after watching another person's video where they were able to pay off their student loans using lives. I tried to look up this person and I ended up finding another person that is paying off their student loans through TikTok lives. So I'm not really sure who the original creator is. And I'm not sure if they went about it in this manner or it was more of like they were just a content creator who was able to pay off their student loans with lives and they later came out to tell people. So I'm not really sure, but I understand people can give their money where they want to give their money. My issue is, do you know where you're actually giving your money to? So she said she needs $4,000 to move apartments and stuff about her cats. She also basically has a cat shelter on her balcony. And it's like, if the cats are too much, you need to stop taking care of the cats. Like, pets are a privilege. If you can no longer take care of them, if you cannot afford them, get rid of them. Like, you should not be letting a pet keep you from putting food in your mouth or keep you from putting a roof over your head. I understand they are expensive. So do the responsible thing and get rid of them. All of these strays on your balcony, how about you go to Facebook? How about you can do a TikTok live where you try to get them adopted into nice homes. I don't understand why people are giving you money to keep all these strays. Like, why do you need all these strays on your balcony? Give them a home. Send them somewhere. And even besides that, you can see her page. Like, obviously it has blown up. since she posted that first video. And her page has basically just become a whole infomercial. Like, you just scroll and scroll through what she says are gifted collabs with TikTok Shop. And it's like, what, you're not really giving us anything of value. So you see other creators making money on TikTok and getting gifts, but that's because their fans just simply want to give them that. They're not begging you to give them anything. The fans are the ones who are deciding to do that. If you are just giving nothing and just asking for a handout, that is the same thing as somebody on the street holding out a bucket or a can and saying, hey, do you have $1? So I would also like to know, the people who are giving her money are, like, if you saw somebody on the street, would you give them money in their bucket, or would you dismiss them? Because you can look at this girl. First off, she has a husband who is able-bodied. He just got out of the military, so he was active duty, and I don't understand how he's still not getting paid from the military. She's like, I want him to be a stay-at-home dad. He shouldn't have to work. What's wrong with me wanting to be the provider? The issue is you're not providing. You're coming to the internet and you're expecting us to pay for his break while we're out here busting our behinds. Like, don't take other people's hard-earned money so you can take a break. I'm sure there's people who are giving you roses and they want to let their husbands have a break, or they want to have a break. Like, you and your husband are not special, and I'm sure he is getting government assistance from the military. Like, he has to be. Like, and if he's not, I'm sure you can go to the base and tell somebody. She said they were living in a military town. Like, there's no way you can't go get help from the military. So that was just so weird to me. And then she claims she doesn't have all these nice things. We're looking at your apartment. We're looking at you with all this stuff. Like, you have nice things. You are way better off than most people. For goodness sakes, you have 3 or 4 cats. You are doing fine. You named all the basic necessities that some people don't even have. Some people don't have a car. Some people don't have a husband who is able-bodied to go out there and work. Like, he does not have the privilege to not work if you cannot afford it. He needs to go out there and work. Like, it's just the economy. Bills need to be paid. Once you make it to a certain level where you can retire him, then you can do that. But until then, you cannot do what you want and just expect us to pay for your lifestyle, which is what I feel like this is. This isn't a need of theirs. They do not need the money. She wants us to pay for her lifestyle. And she said they don't go on trips. On her Instagram, there's a whole travel section. She's a whole travel influencer. What do you mean you can't travel? You do not need help financially. You do not need help. There are a lot of people who are not poor. They just don't know how to spend their money. So you may need a budget, but you do not need help financially. There are so many other people who need more help than she does. And just changing your whole content to where it's like a whole infomercial and you're not giving us anything. Like, you got to give us something if you want people to pay. Like, you can't just sit up here and just hold your hand down and be like, please give me money while I do nothing and talk in a monotone voice and give you sad story after sad story. And the way she's like fighting back so hard at all these people coming at her, just asking questions. Like, a lot of people aren't attacking her. They're just asking questions and pointing out things, and they're getting blocked. Left and right, they're getting blocked. People called her out for her Instagram. Her Instagram is now private. There's other people who have asked her, like, oh, how much money have you made from the lives? Like, she's not disclosing any of that information. She did say how much she made off of one video, which is like 2,000 something. So that was half of her goal right there. So she only technically needed about 2,000 from the live. So why was she not disclosing how much she made? And then I heard from somebody else that she had said that she was not going to get the apartment anymore. But she blocked the girl. She deleted her comment that the girl had made back to her and blocked her. So I had not seen every single one of her lives. I only watched one of her lives because I wasn't going to sit up there and watch her do nothing or clean a hotel room, whatever. So if you came on here asking for money for one thing and then you didn't even use it for that, that is considered fraud. That's not me saying it's fraud. That's the actual definition. I can put it on the screen for you. That is considered fraud, and you need to give everybody back their money, which is the comment that the girl had made, and that's why she had gotten blocked. Again, I don't know how true this is because I don't know if it was in a live or a video. If it wasn't a video, she has now deleted the video, so I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't understand that. And if you watch her lives, she has started going live working as a maid because people kept telling her, go get a job. If you watch the live, she says like there's 20 rooms that need to be cleaned by the end of the day, and it's only like her and 1 or 2 more housekeepers, and she's like, it takes an hour to clean each room. If you have 20 rooms and there's only 2 or 3 of you, this girl was cleaning this room so slow. You were not acting like a person who's actually at their job. Like, she didn't even look like a housekeeper. The way she was just putting stuff, like, she did not look like she knew what she was doing. I want to bet money that she went out, got that job just to do lives, just to prove a point, to keep the sad story going. But, you know, you can put your money where you want to put your money. There's just something not adding up about this girl. It doesn't sit right with my spirit. Like, it's just telling me something's not right there. And if you just want money, you just want people to give you money, honestly, just be honest about that. Don't say all these sad stories just to make people donate. Don't beg for money. Just say, hey, I have an expensive lifestyle that I'm living above my needs. You know, I'm going to go on live and see what happens. And I've seen people on live get a lot of money for doing basically nothing. You can write people's name in sand. They'll give you money. Write their name with a pen. I've seen people give money to write their name on a sheet of paper. I've seen the other people who will do like the NPCs or other things where they're like, don't give any money, don't say anything in this live. And people just throw money at them just to troll them. So there's so many things she could have done, but she's just giving nothing and just asking for everything. But I'm going to play some other people's videos now because some people were able to dig deeper into her, you know, Instagram and stuff like that before she started blocking people and putting her Instagram on private. So let's hear from them.
If I could be an actor, I would want to be Captain Jack Sparrow. Like, I want to be a dude actor. What does that mean?
Well, I don't know if that makes you a method actor, but it does make you an actress. A SAG actress, to be accurate. Meet Ora. She loves to get on the internet and beg for money, telling everybody that she can't afford her rent because millennial housing crisis is a real thing and she needs money and it's going up by $500 and her cat rescue is just under siege and they've been eating nothing but ramen noodles and granola bars. But take a look right here, right under home and travel, where she has 2 full things about home and travel and food that she can't afford. But right here, especially where it says USC SAG-AFTRA eligible actress. Not only has she been gracing our FYPs with the crying going, my rent went up $500 and I'm going to be homeless with my community of cats. You can also see her in this movie. Oh, and it was sponsored by Vanity Fair as well. I would think they have pretty deep pockets, don't you? Oh, look, there she is. Shame. 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 Ora, how could you?
Housekeeper and a freelance videographer, and I'm 30 years old and I have 3 cats.
And an acting job, and an able-bodied husband that can also help chip in. Shame.
I speak the truths. I say my story. I'm an open book.
No, you're not.
Do I do TikTok? I do TikTok shop videos, but I make $5 a month. $5 a month. You think that's gonna pay my bills?
That's not a job.
Yes, you think that's gonna pay my bills?
No.
$5 a month from TikTok shop?
No, but
you really think that? Some people really think that.
Look at the comment section.
Some people are crazy.
I got tipped off When I was watching the comment section, everybody was asking, what is your goal? What have you made? What have you made? What have you made? She would not divulge how much she has made. She had no goal in mind. She was just in it to run with it. She'll probably be back on today. It's bad. Don't donate to her. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Come on. I've seen some wild stuff in these streets, but that kind of took the cake when she's sitting in... She's sitting in a leased apartment. Her husband is walking in and out of the house, and he conveniently says, do you have anything to eat? And she's like, I don't know. There might be a granola bar in the pantry. But as God is my witness after this life, we will never eat granola bars again. The shame. Shame. Oh. Would you like some more proof? I accidentally became a millennial spokesperson for the housing crisis. The housing crisis? Girl, you live in an apartment with a lease. It just went up in rent. That's life. That's not a crisis. Okay, I didn't have this in my 2024 bingo card. Maybe you should put it here in your LinkedIn. 2024 bingo card winner, Ora Hardesty. Right there, where it says UGC content and travel influencer. How do you travel with no money, my dear? Over 5 million views on TikToks. How'd you get those views, dear? You scam people, that's how. Every last one of you got duped. I'm sorry if you did. Now, I didn't do anything out of the normal of just being nosy and digging. I looked up Instagram and I looked up Facebook, LinkedIn. That was it. It's all out there for public knowledge. The bad part, the really bad part, her husband is full-time Army. Shit. You might want to go private. And for God's sakes, don't put your rank and file on there. Jesus. Is this the part where I say thank you for your service? I don't know. You know what your wife's doing. Tell her to stop.
With $4,000 by April 20th, in order to secure a cheaper apartment that I'm looking into, they want $250 per cat for a pet deposit. Why do I have 3 cats? $120 for the application fee already. I saw someone else do this on TikTok with their student debt. She went live and everybody donated roses, and she was able to pay off $20,000 in student debt.
There it is.
I think 1 rose counts as $1, so if I get 4,000 roses, I can move into my apartment.
It's literally a penny.
I've been appreciating.
A rose is the equivalent of a penny after TikTok takes half the money. She got you guys good. If you want to see the other compilation, it's in the video back, or I can just recycle it, but this video is already long enough, so adios. Don't give her any more money. Don't do it. Bye.
There's one video of mine that needs to do well, it's this one. This is the first month I won't be able to afford rent. I'm not a rich person. I don't have a lot of stuff. I have basic household necessities, a couch, a bed, washer, a dryer. That's about it. A car. I don't have a lot of lavish things. I don't go on vacations, and I don't spend a lot. Rent's increased from $1,300 to $1,800. The food prices are too high. I've cut back on eating because I literally cannot afford food. I've cut back on my favorite snacks, cat food, treats. I'm exhausted all the time for being overworked and underpaid. You don't catch a break when you grow up poor. I don't need much to be happy. I just want to be able to live comfortable. I just really need to catch a break right now. I'm trying so hard and I feel like I'm not doing enough. I don't have family. I don't have anything to fall back on. I just need one video to blow up and it could be life-changing.
No, she didn't. Oh, you picked the wrong one. You picked the wrong one. And if you think for a hot second that spamming my comment section is going to save you, it's not. Welcome to the 7th circle of hell. Not only spamming my comment section with your nonsense, trying to justify that taking a short vacation to the next state is indeed not a vacation. Darling, it is a vacation. Any time away from your normal life is a vacation. There are people in this world right now that don't know what that's even like. And when I say you picked the wrong one, you picked the wrong one. Some people may notice that I'm not even at my counter. I am in my car. I got out of bed to make this. I'm so furious. Pro tip, don't go in my comment section on an alt and spam every single person commenting in the video. And I mean everybody. With your 4 followers and following 1 person. Get out of here. Seriously. Stop. And this here, I'm sorry I'm trying to make something out of myself instead of going back to the trailer. You have the audacity to come into my comment section and say this. Why is it always women going after other women? What? If you want to know what being up Schitt's Creek is like, I would implore you before I block you to go into the ethers there and see all the GoFundMes I've got going on right now for real women in need. And no, that doesn't include you. Because you're trying to foot the bill because now your husband's trying to assimilate into civilian life and has no job. Guess what? He's capable. So are you. I understand you have a job, but at least you have a job. Lower your means. Simple as that. Don't you dare come into my comment section and say stuff like this. You're blocked. And I hope you don't get another penny. Not another penny. You picked the wrong fucking one.
So this girl needs $4,000 by next month so she can move into her new apartment. So how is she going to get the money? TikTok roses from live. Watch.
So I need to come up with $4,000 by April 20th in order to secure a cheaper apartment that I'm looking into. They want $250 per cat for a pet deposit. Why do I have 3 cats? $120 for the application fee already. I saw someone else do this on TikTok with their student debt. She went live and everybody donated roses and she was able to pay off $20,000 in student debt.
Jeez.
I think 1 rose counts as $1, so if I get 4,000 roses, I can move into my apartment. That is more affordable. Do I think this is going to work? Absolutely not. But am I going to try it? Yeah, because I'm out of ideas.
Now, one would think that this wouldn't work, right? Wrong, this actually did work. This was me just looking at her live recently, and she is getting showered with roses left and right. Now, what makes that even more impressive is the fact that she posted that video yesterday, and already it has over 24 million views and over 1.2 million likes. So I had a good feeling that she was going to get roses, but I don't think anybody saw this coming. And I really think she started a movement on TikTok, because now we see other people on TikTok doing the exact same thing. This might be the NPC trend of 2024. But of course, this trend does come with criticisms. People are saying this is a form of cyberbegging. Others are also wondering why we should pay this stranger money when we ourselves cannot afford to do anything ourselves. But I am very curious to hear what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts to sending money to people on TikTok who need to pay off their debts? Are you for it? Are you against it? And would you do it yourself? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, make sure to share this with friends and give me a follow.
So I did say something wrong before. I said she wanted to make her husband a stay-at-home dad. I meant stay-at-home husband. But as you can see from the other content creator, you can see that she, like, if you listen to her whole story through and through, and then you see the other things like her Instagram or her networking page, none of it is adding up with each other. She's leaving out information, like she has said, like previous jobs she's worked and stuff, but she's never said she was an actress. She has said several times she can only afford the basic necessities. She can't afford to travel. I knew that was a lie right off the bat, because if you went back just literally like a couple weeks before she made that video, Valentine's Day, she said we took a quick little trip away. You can afford a little mini vacation, but you can't afford your rent? Sounds like you should have stayed at home. Sounds like you should have stayed at home and had a little vacation or whatever at the house. This is what I mean. You need to learn how to spend your money. We cannot help it that you are bad with money. That is a you problem, because you look like you are getting plenty of it. You are not in need. And that is what is killing me, because there's so many people going to bat for her in the comments. And it's like, are you paying attention? Or do you just like to be scammed? You can spend your money on scams if you want to, but do not fall for every single person. And now we see there are now other people coming forward and trying the same thing. Are we supposed to give to everybody? Because everybody's in need right now. The economy is horrible. So are we going to give to everybody? Because there's going to be somebody on here who is clearly in a different situation than her, and you can clearly tell that they are struggling. Are you going to give to them? Are we supposed to give to everybody? Are we all just going to pass the money around? Like, what are we doing here? Like, are we just going to keep this trend going? And there's also the fact that there's a lot of people who don't even reach that 1,000 follower threshold to have a live to get that help. So it's a lot of back and forth, because some people really truly believe her story. I do not believe her at all. I do not think she's being sincere in the least bit. Every single story she has told sounds a little bit off. I'm not gonna lie, they sound a little bit off. But some of them I'm not gonna speak on because she made them so dark. I was like, okay, you know, I'm just not gonna question it. It's whatever. Do what it do. But yeah, so let me know, do you think she's telling the truth? Do you think it's a scam? How do you feel about everybody coming to TikTok just begging for money? Because obviously we have creators who do make money from the platform, but how do you feel about people now coming on basically just saying, hey, pay my bills, come on my live, donate me some money and help me pay my bills? Are you donating, or are you not donating, or do you not see a problem with it at all? But now we're going to hear from some other people who have also tried this, but they have not been successful.
Hi. So my cousin, she sent me this TikTok, and her name's Ora Hardesty. She's currently on live right now trying to gain money for her rent, which her live's blowing up, and I'm really happy for her. So I thought that I would give it a try. Not very confident. I don't have a lot of followers, but I have a lot going on right now as well. And I got the live feature about 6 months ago. I haven't really tried to give it a shot, but I am 23 weeks pregnant. I found out right after I got my first car, and right after I got laid off from a job that I thought was going to be long term, but they cut me off without warning, and I wasn't expecting to get pregnant. I am excited, but it's stressful, and as you can see, I'm hyperventilating because I don't know. I don't know. It's been a long time since I haven't felt stress, but the house I'm currently living in, it's not sanitary. It's falling apart. The stove's broken. I'm living with my mother, and my mother, she's not doing very well. And I'm having to live apart from my boyfriend. My boyfriend's mainly the one making money, and he can't do it all himself. I mean, our car payments are $1,000 a month. Sorry. And I can't get food stamps because my mother, she makes too much. But she can only afford the rent, but yet she makes too much, and I can't get my food stamps. So I'm living off of cup noodles, while also trying to buy everything that my baby needs. I'm having a little girl, if those who were wondering, but also trying to make sure that she has everything she needs, and right now she only has 25% of what she needs, and we've got so much more that we've got to get. So I really am just trying to get the money to get an apartment so that my baby will have a nursery, and we live in a stable home where I can finally relax. But yeah, if any of you guys want to help, I don't expect many people to donate, but I'm going to be on live. I'm going to try to be on live for as long as I can. My Wi-Fi is unstable, so I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I'm going to try to do this all week and see if it works, because it's really working for her. And like I said, I'm so happy for her. I shared her live and all that. I'm going to tag her below so y'all can also help her out. But even if you guys just get on a repost, it would help out so much. Or repost this video. But yeah, thank you. Y'all ask me questions. Look at her. Sissy. Sissy girl. Sissy girl. Okay, so I got the hood on because it's comfy. But me and my boyfriend slash father of my baby that I will be popping out in a short 17 weeks or less got my baby her first pair of Jordans last weekend, and I wanted to show you guys because they are that freaking adorable. I showed you guys on TikTok live, but I wanted to make a TikTok too because how freaking cute are these? How cute. They're size 4C, I believe. She probably won't be able to fit them until she's like a year old, but yeah, I just had to post that because
it really just dawned on me that I'm asking people for help finding a temporary home for my cats. So if you haven't watched any of my other videos, I am on the verge of being homeless, and it's very close and it's really coming up, and I am looking for a temporary foster home that can house my 3 cats. They would probably most definitely more flourish in a non-dog environment. I'm just about to lose my apartment and my car, and I'm not gonna have any way to take care of them, but like they will come with all of their food, all of their beds, their little cat tower, and their bucket of toys, and of course their like litter box and their little litter mat. I've had my eldest since I was about 14, so she's turning 12, and my middle is her grandson. He's turning 10, and the youngest one is a little special, but he doesn't need like any type of assistance. He's turning 3. I really came on here and I really made it very clear that I was never going to cry and I was never going to beg for money to subject myself to be called derogatory names by people I don't know just because I'm overweight asking for financial assistance. So I'm done. I'm not asking for GoFundMe's or any other. I'm not asking for money. I'm just really asking for help. To find my cats a temporary home until I can find us a more permanent home. I just need someone to watch them, you know, because I don't want to lose my kitties. People can call me the meanest names just because I'm overweight and I'm not aesthetically pleasing to you, but y'all are giving thousands of dollars to other girls on these apps within a day. Like, I was following this one girl, she got over $4,000 within a single day, and she's not even using that money for what she told y'all she was going to use it for. But meanwhile, I'm being told a million and thousand different things I could do to avoid this situation, but I've already tried to do them. And when I tell you, hey, I've already tried to do A, B, and C, you're like, sounds like an excuse. Okay, so I'm just done. If you're interested in donating to my GoFundMe, it is linked in my bio. $500 of the money that I've gotten has come from my community, since I'm also trying to get, you know, money elsewhere other than TikTok. But I'm out of this house 20 hours a day, making almost literally less than minimum wage, and I'm about to lose everything I own. I don't have anything to sell. The only thing I own is that little thing filled with Doorables. I don't know if you know what Doorables are. These little posters that are paper nobody wants to buy, and my bed that's behind me. I mean, I have PCOS, so unfortunately my bed is kind of stained from small middle of the night accidents. I know that's too much information, but I can't sell my bed. It's like the only thing I own that I can't sell it. So yeah, moral of this story, if anyone can help me find a temporary home
for my babies until I can find us a more permanent home. I honestly don't know how long that'll be because I'm gonna have an eviction on my record now, and if I can't pay my apartment, and then when I'm evicted and I don't have a car, am I just supposed to walk outside? I mean, like, am I supposed to go like left or right? I don't know. I've never honestly, like, the hopeless feeling of being lost is crazy. It's something I never thought I would experience, and I have no idea how this happened.
So that was 2 more creators who were following Ora's story and was inspired to do the same thing, but they did not get the same reaction or help. And I would like to know why. Like, what is the difference between Ora, who clearly has a lot of nice things, she can afford to travel, she has all the basic necessities, and these people over here who have some real world problems? Why did nobody help them? Like the first girl, she has a baby on the way. I would support her only because of the child, but I do think she was just looking for money and had her hand out, because there's a lot of things with her story too that were a little iffy to me, but you can still support the baby because she said she couldn't afford food. She was only eating a cup of noodles, but like I showed you, she was eating very well. She said her boyfriend is the sole provider, but she wanted to get an apartment. Why don't you move in with your boyfriend? And if it's possible, see if your mom can also move in with your boyfriend to help save some money. I know he may not want to do that, but you can at least see if you can move in with your boyfriend. I mean, if you don't have a job and you aren't contributing to your mom's bills anyways, she's not going to miss you there. Right now, you're just extra money and extra mouths she has to feed, so I'm sure she will not mind if you need to move in with your boyfriend to help out with the finances. And then you saw she bought like a $50 pair of Nike shoes for the baby that she said wouldn't even be able to fit them for like a year. That's an unnecessary purchase. Why does nobody know how to budget their money? That is unnecessary. Why are you buying something for the baby that doesn't need it for a whole year? Also, people, stop investing money into baby shoes like that. Y'all do understand babies grow out of like clothes and shoes so fast. Stop putting all your money and funds into baby clothes. It's really just not that deep. Especially if you can't afford more than a cup of noodles, like you said. Learn how to use your money. Like, feed your baby instead, maybe. Maybe that would be the better idea. But that's just me. Maybe y'all need to read some finance books. I don't know. But then the second girl, I felt really bad for her because I feel like she was the only genuine person that I saw. Like, those tears looked genuine. She was doing the right thing by giving the cats up for a while until she can get back on her feet. Like I said, if you cannot afford the animals, give the animals away. I know she said a temporary home, so I think she does plan on getting the animals back after a while. But that can still help her right now. Like right now, if you cannot take care of the animals, yes, find them another home for a while you get back on your feet. Do not let your pets keep food or a roof from over your head. I cannot stress that enough. Be responsible. Be responsible. Like, if you are not here to take care of them, who's going to take care of them? So take care of yourself first. But I don't know why she wasn't able to get any money. Like, people were so rude to her. They had such a vastly different reaction to her. And I think she was the person that I heard about or not using the money in the correct way, and then she got blocked by her. And that is just absolutely wild to me. You told these people you needed the money for one thing, and now you're not using the money for that. Like I said, all those tears, all those sad stories, they were never adding up anyways. And now it makes more sense because you need to move to a cheaper apartment that's actually costing you more. Girls, stay where you are. If it's going to cost more than the apartment you are in right now, stay where you are, okay? So, but I'm also going to post the comments up here on the screen that the last girl said in another video explaining her situation a little bit more before I saw this video, so you can see the vastly different reaction that people had to her. There is one more creator I want to discuss today because, like Ora, she also has received a lot of money from the TikTok Creator Fund and from lives. But unlike Ora, she has been very transparent with all the money she has made and where it is going. So let's look at her TikToks and see how much she was able to make. Also, keep in mind she does have less followers than Ora, so Ora most likely made a lot more money than this.
Do you guys remember that girl who paid off her student loans by going live on TikTok and people were sending her roses? Should I do that? Like, I'm tempted to do that. Like, go live every night until I can pay off my student loans. If I did my math correctly, which I very well could have not, each rose is worth like 1 cent. And so I would only need 750,000 roses to pay off my student loans. I don't know. All I remember is this girl paid off like over $20,000 of her student loans in like what felt like 15 days. And I only have $7,500 left to pay off my student loans. So I feel like I could reach that goal in like 5 days, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about going live either. I'm pretty boring, so I don't know what I would talk about. But I feel like that would be a fun little challenge and goal for myself.
Here's how I budget my paycheck as a 28-year-old who's trying to pay off all of my debt by the end of this year. My income for this pay period was $2,350, and I had a whopping $21 left in my checking account from the last 2 weeks. First thing I do is save half of my portion of the rent, which is going to be $400, and save $300 for my next school tuition payment. I'm also saving $100 into an emergency fund and then $250 into an account for our wedding. I will also budget $100 into a grocery account, and I paid my car payment, which is $350. For the next 2 weeks, I have roughly $40 of subscriptions, and I'll need to buy cat litter for my 2 cats, so that's $32. I also put $300 towards my credit cards, $100 towards my student loans, and I put $50 into my Roth IRA. So when you add that all up, it comes to $2,022, which leaves me with $349 for the next 2 weeks, but I budget roughly $160 for gas, so that leaves me with $189. I will see you guys for the next payday.
Here is my update for you guys today. It has been 6 days since I started my student loan payoff journey using TikTok. So I'm so sorry I look a literal mess. I just got out of work and it was a rough day. So yesterday I made another $110, so my grand total is now at $7,310. So my original goal was $7,500 because that is the amount that I owe on my loan, but everybody was telling me that I should also take into consideration taxes. So in order to pay off my loan and consider taxes, I would need $9,500. So the goal is to still make $2,190. Also, super exciting update, I did get a payout today from some of the first couple lives that I did. So I think either tomorrow or the next day it will get into my account and I will be doing a video for you guys showing you my first payment towards my student loans. Again, I'm probably going to go live again tonight around 6 o'clock, and I'm also going to do a live reaction to the Love is Blind finale, so feel free to join me and we're going to have a lot of fun. Alright you guys, it is officially time to make my first payment towards my student loans since I posted this viral video. It has been 7 days since I started this challenge to use TikTok to pay off all of my student loans, and I've made $7,420 so far. Now, because this is technically income, I am setting aside money for taxes, so that's why my goal is higher than my loan amount.
But I did get my first payout today, so I'm going to be making a payment of $2,000 towards my student loans. Here is my loan amount. I did make a payment on Friday of $100, so that's why it is a little bit lower, because I still have been making payments as I normally would. And I'm going to make a payment today of $2,000. Payment was successful, and oh my god, that felt so good. I will be going live again tonight to try and make the last $2,000 that I need to completely pay these off and also answer any questions that anybody has. I really truly just want to say thank you guys so much. The last 2 days have been crazy and obviously life-changing for me, and I am truly, truly grateful.
So the last person we will be talking about is Allison. She is a lifestyle and personal finance content creator. She has about half the following that Ora has, but within a week, she was able to make over $7,000. That is a really good profit for just 1 week, but she has been completely transparent through everything. She is a personal finance content creator, so we have been able to see her weekly budget, how she budgets her paycheck, where her money's going. She even showed paying off some of her student debt with the live money that she has made. And I think that is the best scenario if you are going to donate to these people. It's good to see like where the money's going. Also, if you say you need this amount, it's good to see like, has the goal been met? Or are you just going to come on here and just see like how much can you get? Which is how I feel Ora is. Like, I think she just wants to see like how much money can I get? Because I know good and well if you've already made half off of one video and you went on live for 11 hours, I know good and well you have made the $4,000 you need, that you're not even going to spend anymore on what it needs to be spent on. Plus, people have given her a lot of stuff for the cats and donations. Allison, I'm not really sure what she's going to do once she reaches her goal since she is so close. I'm sure she's going to keep everybody updated. I did see one comment that was like, oh, maybe you can continue the lives, but donate them to other people that may need help. Now, is she going to do that? Who knows? She did comment back that that's a good idea. I feel like she's probably just gonna switch it to something else, because in her bio she said she has 20-something thousand in debt and she's planning a wedding, so she's honestly probably just gonna change the goal to something else and continue the lives. But how far are people gonna go with this? Like, are you just gonna continue to fund every single thing in people's life? Like, where does it stop? Where does the goal line stop? I do appreciate her transparency though. If you're going to ask people for money, especially for a donation, yeah, it's good that people see where the money is going. But how far are we going to let this go? Like, everybody cannot do this. And obviously, as we saw the other two content creators, they did not get the same reaction. So we just cannot fund everybody's lifestyles and debts and bills. And so when you go in there, you can see there's like other people who are also trying this out. And I don't know about this. I feel like this is a downward spiral that we're about to go down. And I'm just going to sit back and see how far it goes. Honestly, do whatever you want with your money. I will not be donating my money to anybody who's just asking for handouts for their bills and debts. I'm sorry, you got into that debt. That is not my problem. Unless you're about to be homeless with like children, I'm not helping you. But if it's like a content creator who I see is doing good work, and I know how much work goes into making content and everything, I don't mind donating to you, because I want you to continue making the content and everything. Like, you're doing me a service by entertaining me. So if it helps you make the content some more, I don't mind donating. But I'm not just going to give handouts to everybody who says they need help with a bunch of problems they've made for themselves. And I also like about Allison is that she has continued to make content. Like, she's at least giving you content and doing something. Like, I can understand if you want to donate to her because she's actually giving you something to watch. Like, her content was actually pretty interesting when I watched it. Her page is not just an infomercial of stuff, because I mean, she probably could do that. She could go to TikTok Shop and she could make her page into an infomercial too, but she has not done that. And I think that's also why she was able to make so much in a week, because she's actually giving something and giving people content. And it is very inspiring. And she's on the journey of paying off all her debt in 1 year. There's a lot of people who aspire to do that. So let me know, what do you think? Do you think we should continue this trend? Should we stop while we're ahead? Are you donating your money to anybody? Are there any requirements that you have to donate money to anybody? Let me know your thoughts down below. Please try to be respectful. Everybody can have different opinions. Do not attack any of the content creators that I featured in the video. Do not attack me if you do not have the same opinion as me. That is okay. You can tell me your opinion. Just do it in a nice way. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.